Hey everybody, Jillian here. Over the last few months, I've been getting requests to see a flip through of my journaling Bible, and so since today the Illustrating Bible redesigned is now available, I thought I would show you some of the entries that I've done in my Illustrating Bibles. If you want to take a peek at what is different about this one, I will link the video that I shared a couple weeks ago when it became available for pre-order, so you can see what's different, what's the same, those things. And speaking of that video, I'll go ahead and share with you the first process video that I did in this guy. And that was for this page. I just was journaling some sermon notes using some illustrated faith patterned paper from their All People, All Nations collection, some cardstock stickers from, I think, their Fruit of the Spirit collection, some highlighter washi tape, stamps. So if you want to see how this came together, I'll go ahead and link that for you. Then I also have a process video on this guy, taking down some notes from some things that I had learned while going through a Lent reading plan, and I used just an assortment of supplies, and it was really fun to create this eclectic page. So let's see what else. This guy, I jotted down some Bible study notes. I recently went through the book of 1 Peter, and so here I'm just pulling out the 4 takeaways from chapter 4 of 1 Peter. So I used some Bella Boulevard stickers, Print and Pray piece from Brianna Showalter, Studio Calico Alpha stickers, Faber-Castell brush pens to kind of highlight the verses that I was referencing, and some highlighter washi tape. And again, we've got huge margins here, so I can fit all of these notes, which is my favorite way to use this. Okay, next up I wanted to share some older entries that I have. This was a revival camp entry from last year, right? Just jotting down some notes from Psalm 18. What else? I think I have a process video for this guy. Look at how much room is in Psalms, so I was able to use this 3x4 card from Shauna Klingerman in the Print and Pray shop that I chopped down. Used some fun alpha stickers from Studio Calico again. I had printed some elements on clear sticker paper and was able to layer those underneath the card and then get my journaling down. Here's an entry from the Mark Maker devotional kit. So again, using all of that, leaving all of this as just white space. I've got a process video for this guy too. This is from Revival Camp last year, using paint card to swipe down some acrylic paint. And these really fun acetate butterflies kind of floating up the page with another printable and black paint splatters. Again, so much room in here, so I get to use these large elements. These are from Tamara Arcilia in the Print and Pray shop. So like this adorable sectional, alpha stickers, some acrylic paint to kind of create a little background here, and plenty of room for journaling. Here we've got some Beloved Society gals and some pieces from the All People, All Nations collection, like from the stamp set and the tip-ins. I fussy cut some of the patterned paper here. I had a lot of fun making this one. This too, I love all of the white space on here, and I got to use some printables from Elaine Davis, some Kelly Perky alpha stamps, and then I just love these little clusters here. They're so fun and colorful. This is in Proverbs. This was really special to me. I created this after having my second child, and it's just a little testimony of a peaceful moment during his delivery that was totally from the Lord. This one I don't think I've shared anywhere, but it's in Jeremiah 17 verse 9. We see this phrase, follow your heart all of the time. And I used Elaine Davis's printable set here with like the stethoscope and the little pills and things like that to kind of journal this verse, which says, "The heart is more deceitful than anything else and incurable. Who can understand it?" So just a little page there to remind me that God's word transcends any trendy, cultural, popular saying of our time. This one I just shared recently. It is from Brave Little Tailor's Print and Pray set, Fishers of Men. It's actually a devotional set, which is wonderful. I'll link it below if you guys want to check it out. It talks about being a disciple of Jesus. And so this was my first entry, and I have a few more that I'll share throughout the rest of the month. This was the very first page I ever did in the Illustrating Bible, and so I used some Neo colors to highlight the passage I was journaling, and you can see it's thicker paper while it still crinkles. There's no bleed through or even shadowing. And again, I used some acrylic paint. Tons of room for journaling sermon notes, and then a couple of even large elements like this title and this gal here. Again, more sermon notes with just some fun printable pieces from Tamara Arcilia, highlighter, washi tape, an assortment of alphas. Super simple. I don't think I ever shared this page, but I was doing a study on biblical hospitality, and just found it fascinating here in Luke how many times Jesus eating or having a meal with someone is mentioned. And so my notes are just from that study, and it says, one of Jesus's most profound yet simple strategies to enact world change was doing life around the table. Jesus's gospel strategy was often disguised as a long, lingering meal. Jesus sharing food was an opportunity to break down barriers, radically cross economic boundaries, and bring community together. So that is from the Just Open the Door Bible study from Jen Schmidt, and I enjoyed doing that, and I'll link it down below if that interests you. I don't think I ever shared this page either. This is from the Mark Maker devotional kit, just working through the Devo. This is in Luke 8, talking about his faithfulness. Here are some more sermon notes. So I used some alpha stickers, a piece of patterned paper that I cut a heart out of. I think I used that someplace else maybe, and then I wrote my journaling in there and continued it down here. This is probably my favorite way to use this Bible, is to get notes in. Here's another page that I did from Brave Little Tailor's Fishers of Men devotional kit. And I just did this. I haven't even added my journaling yet. But I used a stencil here and layered some of her fish on top. Highlighter, washi again, with a tab and enamel hearts and stickers and a whole bunch of layers. Okay, for this one, I just shared a process video over on the Illustrated Faith channel. These are using printables from Shauna Klingerman. So if you want to check out how I did this, I really focused on layering on this entry. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how I layer paper pieces and things like that, go check it out. This one, again, is sermon notes, and this one was, I shared this at the end of last year, I think, but I used some Kelly Perky Alpha stickers to get the main points down, and then used some printables from Shauna Noel just to spruce it up a little bit. And then these large alpha stamps are from Studio Calico, and they're some of my favorite. And of course, again, I have so much margin space to accommodate them. All right, next we've got another Mark Maker entry, just using one of the large die cut pieces to house my journaling, and then I even went over a little bit. And then I'm using one of the printables as a highlighter here over the text. This page, again, is using some printables, super simple, and I'm just jot down some notes as I was reading through 1 Thessalonians. So it doesn't have to be like super complicated all of the time with all of the supplies. Sometimes it can just be simple to be meaningful. And then we see pages like this. So I've got a process video sharing how this page came together. This is in my Not Calling It a Series, Journaling Through the Fruits of the Spirit series. So if you want to see the thought process behind this. I'll link it so you can check it out. For this guy, I have a little hyperlapse on my channel if you want to see without any voiceover or anything like that. It's like a minute long. How this page came together, pretty simple. I used a silk screen to get some acrylic paint down, and then just layered the printables and tabs and a little clip and washi and put my journaling on an old Project Life card. This is another entry that I used to journal some of my takeaways from that hospitality study. It was really fun to use printable pieces, especially with this theme in mind. This is from the Joy Journey devotional kit from Illustrated Faith. I layered one of the messy cards with a digital piece, black paint splatters. I used some washi tape to get my numbers down for the reference, and then some stickers. For this page, this is actually a little painting that my 4-year-old son did, and then I just fussy cut it out and pasted it down into the margin, so it looks like it's painted in here, but it's actually not. It's glued in. And then again, sermon notes, alpha stickers, a tab, highlighter washi. There is certainly a theme here. And then the last page that I have for you today is this entry in Revelation from the Confetti Devotional Kit. So I used an assortment of things like acrylic paint, printables, pieces from the kit, this really fun bow clip from my friend Christine, stamps, highlighter washi, stickers, and some journaling. So that's it. That's a look at the entries in my illustrating Bibles. If you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. If you want to check out the illustrating Bible, I will link that video sharing some of the changes to the redesigned version, and we'll leave an affiliate link down in the box below the video if you want to scope it out for yourself. But that is going to do it for me today. I'm so happy that I finally got to do a flip through with you guys. And pretty soon I'll go through my smaller journaling Bible and maybe even my traveler's notebook once I wrap that up so you can see all of those entries at once. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.